1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Out there in Banjo Land, Mike Heading here, coming to you today with the old gospel hymn, There Is Power in the Blood, in the key of G. I would classify this arrangement as maybe advanced beginner or beginner intermediate. I think a beginner can get this one with some practice, but you are going to need some of the fundamental Scruggs style skills before I'd suggest tackling this lesson. So, like I said, I think a beginner can get this one, but you definitely need to have some of the basic rolls. You need to be able to do some basic slides, but we'll break it all down note for note. I've got solos for the verse and for the chorus. Normally the chorus is what you hear played for the solo, but I just included both so you could learn both the verse and the chorus. This would be a great version to maybe play with a church group, or if you have a local bluegrass jam, you could have fun playing this song. It's a great old song. After we learn both solos, we'll also learn some backup too. So we'll talk more in depth about how to play down the neck backup while staying away from the melody. We'll talk about that briefly as well. All right, let's break down There Is Power in the Blood in the key of G. All right, let's start breaking down this verse to There Is Power in the Blood in the key of G. We're going to start with the verse solo, and I will preface this by saying that a lot of the versions I actually listened to only sang and played the chorus section. So I actually had to listen to a few versions before I even heard someone singing the verse, but I thought it'd be fun to learn as well. The melody for the verse is very simple, but it's just kind of fun to play it in Scruggs style. So let's break down the verse melody. We'll start by playing the first 9 measures, which is like halfway through it. Let's break it down. Times I'll do it really slow. One time a little faster. So let's start by breaking down the melody for this part first. I think it'll help make sense when we go to add the roll. So the melody is going to mainly be on the open 4 string. So the melody is going to kind of start in measure 2. We'll skip the pickup for a second. So we're going to start by playing the open 4 string a bunch of times. Basically just playing the open 4 string a bunch of times. Kind of like in a rhythm. And then we're actually going to go to a C chord and then play the 2nd fret on the 4 string. So the melody for the verse, like I said, is kind of simple in terms of the pitch changes. So it's... And then we go up to the 4th fret on the 4th string. And then up to the 2nd fret. And then we're in a D there. And then open. And then 2nd string. So that's kind of like the basic melody in its most simplest form. Something kind of like that. So a lot of the open 4 string. And then 2nd fret on the 4 string when we go to our C chord. And then back to open. Open 3rd string. 4th fret on the 4th string, we're going to a D. 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And then open 3rd string. And then 2nd string. That's kind of the basic melody. So let's break it down how we play that now in Scruggs style. So we'll start with a pickup. We're going to pinch strings 3 and 1 on the and of beat 1. 1 and. And then we'll play the 2nd fret on the 4th string twice with our thumb of our right hand, middle finger of our left hand, and then down to the 1st fret with our 1st finger. And then we're going to open, like I said. So we're just walking down. We're just walking down to our target note. And we just added that little pinch to kind of spice it up. So it's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1. If that pinch is giving you trouble, just take it out. 1. And just play the first couple notes. 1. But that offbeat pinch, it's a little bit more advanced, but I think you can get it with some practice. What I recommend is counting it out. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, and then into measure 2, this is where the melody starts. Open, 4th string, and then 2 forward rolls, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1. We're really going to want to highlight that 4th string with our thumb. So we have, I'm just looping measure 2. Measure 3, thumb on the 4th string, pinch the outside strings, and then an alternating thumb roll, 4, 3, 5, or excuse me, 4, 3, 4, 1 are the strings. Thumb, index, thumb, middle. Same thing there, highlighting that 4th string. So let's play measures 2 and 3 together, and then we'll add the pickups. We have all right hand, right? My left hand isn't doing anything right there in those first 2 measures, right? I'm just looping measures 2 and 3. Kind of accenting my thumb once I get it down. Let's add the pickup back. 1. Couple more times, a little faster. Make sure you give measure 2 the correct timing, so it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then measure 4, go into a full C chord, so make sure you put your index finger down on the 2nd or 1st fret, 2nd string. Even though you don't see that in the tab, if you don't have that one down, it's going to sound like an E minor, which isn't going to be the right harmony. So even though you're not playing that 2nd string in this case, still put that finger down. And we're actually going to play the same roll we did in measure 2, just now over a C chord. So we have thumb on the 4th string, and then thumb, index, middle twice, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1. Those are the strings. And then actually we're going to go right back to an open G, open 4th string again, and then 5, 3, 1, 5. And then index finger on the 3rd string. That's good right hand practice. So you have. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's measure 5. Let's do 4 and 5 together. We have. Open strings, so right here in measure 5. Now stretch your hand out. You're going to go into a 2-finger D chord. My ring finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the 4th string. My index finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Make sure you don't collapse back too much like this. Keep your hand out. If it's too big of a stretch, you can use your pinky, but I'd try using your 3rd finger if you can. We're going to play a similar roll. So 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, and then 3, 1. Those are the strings. So we have thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, middle. We're using that 4th string a lot. That's measure 6. That's a really good one to practice. 1, just the right hand roll. But also practice getting your angle correct. If you're back too much like this, right, you're gonna get those clunky sounding notes. You have to. That's a good one to do the string test where you just play all the notes and hear how they all ring out. You know, you can even play the other open strings around it just to make sure they all sound clean. And then stay in this position, hit the 3rd string in measure 7, 2nd fret, and then go up and do 5, 3, 1, T-I-M. So we're using that 5th string a little bit over the D chord there, which you don't want to do that too often, but it's okay in small doses. So just make sure you don't hit your thumb too hard in measure 7. So you have, that's 6 and 7 together. I'll do it a little faster. So in measure 7, I kind of accent my thumb to start, and then I go and accent my index finger after. I would loop 6 and 7 together. The other thing you want to make sure to do, especially if you're a beginner, is not push too hard on that 2nd fret. It's easy to push that a little bit out of tune if you're pushing too hard. So, and then you're right here for measure 8. Take your ring finger, which is down on the 4th fret, and slide from 4 to 5 while doing an alternating thumb roll. So my right hand's doing 4, 3, 5, 1, 4, 3, 5, 1 while I'm sliding. 4, 3, 5, 1, T, I, T, M, T, I, T, M. And then a 2-4 slide on the 3rd string, thumb, index, middle, and then thumb on the 5th string. So you have, you can't loop that measure because it starts and ends with your thumb, but it's still good practice. Use this 5th string to go into measure 9, pinch strings 2 and 1, and then slide from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string. 2 4 rolls, 3 2 1 5 2 1. Let's loop 8 and 9 together. That's good practice. We have, a little faster. Let's play those first 9 measures. That's like halfway through the verse.